Check this out, folks. Hunting season here in North Carolina, so it's a little bit loud. Anyway, tried to put something together here that was somewhat comprehensive about this whole Milky Spore bit, Japanese beetles, the connection to our favorite grub, and simple ways to make the application. I like to use this tool right here, okay? Because I can hydrate my grasses, I can hydrate my plants, I can hydrate everything at the same time as I'm making the application. Normally you're going to put this stuff down with a drop spreader, rotary spreader. It's going to go all over the place and, well, underneath your bushes, and then you'll water it in, or the rain will come and it'll water it in, and you get some great protection out of this. Not sure if y'all can see this. Spores of Bacillus popiliae. Okay, that is what it is. It's a bacteria. It's a bacillus bacteria, and it's granular. If you haven't seen it before, it looks like this. Okay, and we put it inside this little hopper right here, trying not to get it into that little tube. See the little tube in the center? Avoid the tube. If you have to, put something over the top of it and then fill it. You can put your finger over the top of it and then go in there into the bag. It's not going to hurt you. It's bacteria. We got bacteria all over our skin, inside our bodies. Anyway, when this container is pretty much filled to the top, we drop it in here. That little skinny tube goes through the center of that wider tube, and you thread it on. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. I set it to 8 ounce per gallon of water. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm really trying here. That's what I set it to, okay? And then you can see here on the top, it says off, wet or dry. You're going to make the selection towards the dry side. Once you rotate this selector over to the right, I can't do it with one hand, then it will fill the vessel surrounding the milky spore. The milky spore will become saturated, and as you spray, it will be washed from the surface of the stones, from the granular material, and sent out the end of whichever one of these you decide to choose. So usually I think that if I'm shooting it onto plants, I'll use that red tip right there. It's kind of like what you'd expect from a watering can. And I think that round one right there is going to send it in a straight stream. The other ones are fans, or whatever they call them. But you figure it out. You know, you play with it until you get the best dispersion. You know, you want to really soak everything pretty good, especially if you're a wood chip gardener. Okay, like these. You got wood chips, you want to soak it all. If you got plants, go ahead, spray it on them. You're not going to hurt them with bacillus bacteria. If you've got, you know, spaces, green spaces, treat the green spaces too. You know, this stuff goes a long way when you apply it with water. It really, really does. You'd think it wouldn't, but the microbes hide in that granular material, and I'll usually spray probably a half hour to 45 minutes. You know, that gets all of this done, all of the garden space. And then once I'm done, I'll actually take the granular and I'll use the drop spreader on the grasses. Okay, so that puts the granular in place. And then what ends up happening is you're going to build this sort of armor into your areas, into your space, and that is going to make it so that the Japanese beetles are going to select the zone and say, hey, I like the plants, but I really don't like this for a place to, you know, to make my young. So they select another area. Okay, if you're doing something like applying silage, like you can see over there, we're going to be putting some cherry trees in over there. So I've got some silage down to kill the Bermuda grass back a bit. If you're doing something like that, you're going to have to peel that stuff back and apply it underneath it, and then put it back down. It's not going to harm your plants, it's not going to harm the bees, it's not going to harm anybody. Okay, just don't spray the bees. That's just as a general rule of thumb. Don't spray the bees. Do no harm. All right, peace out. Go ahead and ask me any questions if you want. I'm more than happy to answer them. Y'all be good. God bless. Stay well.